Hey guys, this is Nikki26 and today I'm here with a video that has been long overdue and I'm calling this video For the People Bitch. Um the reason why I'm doing that is because I heard of a situation today and it made me really upset because um I feel like, like when you see somebody bullying somebody for a really long time, becomes a point when you're like, okay, it's time for me to do something. Or even if you see them doing it one time, it's like, okay, it's time for somebody to do something. If this person can't speak up for themselves, then I'm going to speak up for them. So this is one of those situations. This situation is an ongoing situation. The situation has been going on for over 6 years. And so I feel that somebody has to say something. So I took it upon myself to be the person that takes the stand for the people who are, I wouldn't use the word scared, but they are intimidated by this person and their tactics because they use scare tactics. They also use immigration. They also use fake accounts. So I'm going to go more into detail about it, and I am going to not name names. So if you know the name, you can put it down if you feel like it. But I'm not naming names, and I am also not saying the name of the brand. So it's a company that I've worked for over 6 years ago, and it's a brand that I call nameless, and the said person names Kay. So for a very long time, she has been intimidating newer companies, young girls trying to just make their mark in the cosmetic industry. They're trying to make their mark in the makeup artist world. They're just trying to get their feet in the door. You know what I mean? And if anybody sells anything that's similar to her, she all of a sudden she goes, she sets her sights on them and she tears them apart. Either she intimidates them, she scares them, she'll trademark their company up under them, so she can use the brand and they can't. There's a lot of things that Kay has been doing, and it's time that somebody said something. So you know me, I have my notes because I don't want to miss out on anything, and I will also have pictures and emails also, and I will blur out the names and everything because what you can basically do, this has been going on for 6 years, over 6 years, and it's so pathetic and it's so redundant and it's so ridiculous already. You can kind of I can leave the name blank, and anybody who she's had a problem with over the course of the 6 years can fill in that blank because the same way she's handled it with them is the same way she's handling it now. So with that said, let's get this video popping. So I'm gonna put on my specs because it's a little bit more serious. And this video is called It's for the People, Bitch. This episode of For the People, Bitch, I am going to talk about Nameless Cosmetics and the owner, Kay. Now, I am going to leave it very generic. I am not naming names, and I'm also only going to speak truth. And the reason why I can speak truth and say that this has been going on for too long is because I helped start. Well, I didn't start the company. She started the company, but I helped grow her brand. I helped her bring her brand over into YouTube. A lot of people thought that I owned the line, but yeah, I digress. So it's been a long history of doing this kind of business. There would be times when Kay would create fake accounts and she would start problems with other up and coming makeup brands, and a lot of the brands, well, a few of the brands now are very successful makeup artists right now working with Rihanna and also have makeup schools in LA. And some brands, they just fell by the wayside because they couldn't keep up with the things that Kay was doing. Now, there was a time when Kay, matter of fact, there was a time, she's still doing this, where she will go and see if your name is trademark, or see however she can get the name from you. And if you didn't trademark your name, she would trademark your name, and then when you decide to do business as that name, you couldn't because now she owns that name. Yeah, a lot of people look up to her because her makeup artistry is awesome. And so if you see her and you're like, oh my gosh, in your head, she's a little makeup celebrity to you. So you're like, oh my gosh, she wants me to promote for her. She wants me to do that. And she says she's going to do this. And it seems so honest and it seems so genuine that she would do such a thing. And this one particular person from, the situation that I was pissed off about today is she befriended her, and she told her she would help her with her brand and everything. And what she did was she trademarked the name. So when the girl wanted to use the name, she couldn't, because Kay now owned the brand, so she couldn't do that anymore. There has been numerous companies over the span of 6 years, and it might be longer than 6 years, but there has been numerous companies that she has created fake accounts to threaten or to curse them out or to deter their customers from buying from them. She would create fake accounts on Facebook or Instagram, or things like that. um, she would also, a lot of the promoters that she had work for her, who no longer work for her, ended up having to speak about their experience with her. You have to speak about your experience, because she pushes you to the point where you're like, okay, enough is enough. I have to say something about this. I tried. I was on Instagram today, and talking to my friend Alondra, who I'm always talking to. So there was a conversation going on about this young girl's makeup line, and I think it's very creative. She has like glitter syringes, and she has these like glitter pills and glitter pigments, and I think it's really cute. And she created a website, and I'm not saying she did, I think she did, created a website stating where this girl who now owns the company, the same girl who she took the trademark from, took the brand name from, so she had to change her name. She put a website up talking about, you can buy these products from here, so you can get the syringes from here, and you can see the price, and she's overcharging you for this, and there well, you can get this, and anybody can do it, because all you have to do is get the glitter from here, the syringes from here, and just put it in here, and you could just do this. Now, why would you do something like that when you yourself have a company that you are using private label products, and you are slapping your sticker on that brand, on that product, and anybody can get that product, not just you. Anybody can get that product and slap a sticker on it, or do whatever they want to the sticker. But she calls herself exposing this person, and letting everybody know how they can start start a company or make these things that she's selling for a cheaper price. Now, I think that's the pot calling the kettle black, because we know that Kay purchases her products from eBay or wherever she purchased them from for very low cost, and she is getting a lot of, she marks it up a lot. And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. Do whatever's good for you. But when it comes to, when you're trying to call somebody out, at least call somebody out and you're not doing the same thing. You can't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? So, with that said, she had sent this person a cease and desist letter. Now, the cease and desist letter came from her business partner, who's also another person who gets her out of trouble all the time. And let's call this person R. Okay, so let's look up the definition of a cease and desist letter, just for you guys who don't know. Okay, a cease and desist is an order or request to halt an activity, that's the cease, and not take it up later again, desist, or else face legal action. Now, also, it states that cease and desist letters are sometimes used as well to intimidate their recipients. Okay, so here we see that the No Name Cosmetics is using this as a scare tactic to intimidate the person who I'm speaking of today, who sell the glitter injections, to intimidate her so she can stop saying something about the company. Now, from what I've seen, this girl hasn't said anything bad about the company. The only thing she said with this is why I no longer promote for that company, is what she said. She didn't say that it was harmful. She didn't say don't use it. She said, and actually the post what she was commenting on was a repost of a friend of hers who purchased a product that had another company's logo on it, which is illegal. It's not even like this. It's not even air quotes right now. It's a legal issue. Now, let me read to you what the her cease and desist letter states actually has nothing to do with what she did. She reposted a comment, and in the repost of this comment, she gave her opinion, and she said this is why she no longer works for the company. Now, Kay sends her a letter today, and it says that this person, said person, has made numerous posts on personal websites, web pages, social media sites stating information pertaining to no name products being harmful and or unsafe in use. She did not do that. Also in those posts have been incorrect information pertaining to business practices. Also untrue. She did not state any incorrect information about your business practices or no name cosmetics business practices. The use of the no name logos, trademarks on her personal media pages without permission from No Name Cosmetics. Now, if you purchase a product from them, they usually encourage you to take a picture with the whatever the product right next to your face, smiling with whatever you did to your face. So this person, the person who purchased from her, who posted on her posted on Instagram, she purchased the product. So why isn't she able to show you now? Because now what she's saying about the product is let's go back, pertaining to your business practices, but this person has personally experienced it herself. So does that make that a reason to send her a cease and desist letter? I don't think so. And even if you were sending a cease and desist letter, shouldn't you have sent it to the person who had originally posted that and not the person who you were trying to start a situation with? Okay. So let's go back to this. The products that No Name Cosmetics uses, sells are in fact safe for their specific use, and or MSDS sheets are readily available should any information be requested. Now, this person never said anything about the product. She never said anything was unsafe. She never said go research and look and see if the products are safe. She's never done that. So why would you send her a cease and desist letter with this information? Did you just go back into the old drama that happened in the beginning when we had spoke out about the products and used the pigment as finger paint? Are you going back to that situation? Because that was a situation where this No Name Cosmetics had to prove that their pigments were safe for eyes and skin and face or whatever. They had to prove that these pigments were safe, skin safe. And so I think this letter had came from then, which means this letter came from 6 years ago. But I digress. Let's see what else. It also goes into still talking about the ingredient information, because that was another thing. In one of my past videos, I had stated that the pigments didn't have the proper ingredients on the label. So the matte pigments had the same as the shiny pigments, and the neon pigments, and everything had the same ingredient label, which couldn't possibly be because you don't make those products the same way. So I'm assuming that this came from that particular era. It also goes into saying something about it's been in business for years without any products, any problems relating to health or business. And it also says this is a final notice asking to cease and desist with posting incorrect information. Now, you send this person this letter, and this is not what they're doing. So you want them to cease and desist from something that they haven't done? You want them to cease and desist from a situation that they have not caused? Do you want them to cease and desist from a product that you sold, that you stuck your name on, a major company's brand, and you stuck your sticker on the top and the bottom, and you left the company sticker or the I think it was hot printed, if that's what you call it, on the side of this glitter stack, and the company's name is there. And I'm going to pause the video, or I'm going to insert that picture of the Claire's label on the product with the No Name Cosmetic picture on the top and the bottom. And you're selling that, and you are trying to out this girl and say, you know, you can go and make these things yourself for X amount of dollars cheaper because you don't want her to own a company. You've also said that you would call immigration on her, leave her out. You threatened her. You would leave her out in the cold, and her ass would be wherever she's from, and her children would be without a mom, and all this other stuff. How ugly can a person be? And this is the reason why I was fuming earlier, because this is so ugly of a person. I'm a mom, so I know how hard it is to provide for your family, start a company, provide for your family, still do what you need to do for your household. I know how hard that is. So why would you knock another woman's hustle because you are intimidated because her numbers are growing, or her popularity is growing, or for whatever reason? You know what I mean? For whatever reason you felt the need to bully her. It could just have been because the sky was blue and the sun was shining and you just felt like doing it. Either way, what's the reason for you to be bullying her because she has sold something similar to where you sold? There's a bunch of companies selling out products like this, and I don't see you going to any of the bigger brands doing that. You're going to the smaller brands, and you're trying to stop them from doing business, or you're trying to snatch their business right from under them, like take the wind right from under their feet. Like, I think that's wrong, and that's the reason why I'm speaking out today. That is the reason why I'm making this video, because somebody has to stop you. This needs to stop. You are way too old to be doing this back and forth high school drama with these young girls trying to come up and trying to earn a living for themselves. I think this is pathetic. I think you're talented. I think you're very talented, and I think you should use your talent and do what you need to do. Stay in your lane. Worry about you. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. You're so busy, but you have time to read about anything that anybody is saying. You have time to see if somebody is starting something. You want to knock it right from under them. You have time to do that. And there's numerous brands. I can count over 10 that could possibly. That's why I said, when I said earlier, just fill in the blank to any company, because there are plenty of companies that Kay has approached and Kay has tried to intimidate, as well as her promoters. So I mean, like, when is enough enough? Like, so I just decided that I am going to speak out, and maybe I could cut her from doing what she's doing to these people, because a lot of people won't say anything. A lot of people are intimidated to say something. Some people are freaking scared, period, because of what she's saying. Oh, I know where you live, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go into this business, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Come on now. How old are you? You have a child of your own. Your child is walking, talking, and probably in what, second, third grade right now? Like, come on. You should be a woman and worry about you and yours, and stop worrying about what these young girls are out here doing, and let them live. Let them shine. You had your time. You have your lane. You created what you created, and if you are the innovator, then let you be the innovator and let these people shine off your light. Like, come on. I really wasn't going to say anything more about her, but it was time that somebody came out to say something and speak for the people, because what you're doing is ridiculous, and what you're doing, you should be tired of, frankly. And I'm pretty sure your business partner is tired of it. I don't even know if that's your business partner anymore, because everybody is tired of covering your tracks. When I worked for you, I had to cover your tracks all the freaking time. I can name 5 brands offhand that I had to cover your tracks for, or I had to make nice with these people because you were starting these fake accounts and bothering these people and harassing them. And if anybody really wanted to do what you're doing to them, all these people have proof of you harassing them with your fake accounts. They also have proof of you saying that you're going to call immigration on them. They also have proof of you trying to court them so that they can work for you. They also have proof of any interaction with you. So I think it would be wise to let them live. Like, just leave it alone and just do what you're doing over there and let them do what they're doing over here. I just think that would be the wise thing to do. And being that I turned over a new leaf in my life, and it's not about gossip, and it's not about, bitching and beefing with people, because I'm over that. I'm grown. I'm in my 30s. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have time to sit here and just do this all day long because somebody copied something that I did. Now, I may have a small issue if somebody copies something that I did, but that's something I'll say to a personal friend. That's not something that I'm going to have wage a personal vendetta against this person and not let this person do business or anything. That's just not what I'm about. And I think that's not what business should be about. And especially as women, and especially as I think women in general should support each other. So if you see a young woman doing their thing, I think that you should applaud them. And I think that you should, one hand washes the other and both hands wash the back. So I think that we should all, you know, contribute to each other's success, but everybody don't think that way. Okay, so in conclusion, I will say, I do think it's time for Kay and No Name Cosmetics to grow up. I do think that you should stop using scare tactics to intimidate new upcoming artists or new and upcoming business owners from creating or getting, just being inspired by you to create something else. I think that you should move out of the way and give them, space to grow. That you should not be involved in making fake accounts, telling them you're going to sue them, telling them that you're going to send immigration on them or whatever. I just think I think you're an adult. I think now is the time for you to stop. I think it's gone way too far. And from when the brand started, when I was with your company, it's the same thing. Like, you've been doing this for 6 years. Come on. You've been doing this for 6 years. If you're doing anything for 6 years, it needs to be a career. You need to make a career where you are being hired to harass and use scare tactics on companies or whatever. Because, why else are you doing it? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I'm pretty sure you're going to say, Nikki, well, why you felt the need to come out and say something? I felt the need to come out and say something because I feel that some people are not going to speak up for themselves because they're scared of what you may do to them. Okay. So that's basically the reason why I did this video. And this is Nikki26, and I'm for the people. And like I said, this drama is not new. So everybody's going through it. My breath ran outside. Everybody going through this drama. This is not new drama. She did not just decide that she want to start drama or start a situation or personal vendetta with you. She's been doing it for years. So it's Nikki26, and I just wanted to bring you this informative video. And this is for the people, bitch.